We have already done WWE Money in the Bank 2016 predictions, but I decided to do a new series where we actually talk about what we want to see in Money in the Bank 2016. So this is kind of a wish list video. So every month from now on, I'm going to do pay-per-view predictions, wish list, you know how it should be booked, and review. Pretty good stuff. So you're watching how WWE Money in the Bank 2016 should be booked. Sheamus versus Apollo Crews. Now with some of them you might agree, you might not, but I think that Apollo Crews should be the winner of this match, so he would gain some credibility. Now Sheamus is a tough opponent, so you can't just beat him like that. But at the same time, I don't want to see disqualification or roll-ups, because that basically don't give you as much credibility because it's just a fluke. So what I want to see is Sheamus pinning Apollo Crews, but Apollo Crews puts his leg on ropes. So there's basically a rope break. And then Sheamus argues with the referee, you know, I'll freaking punch you, fella, or something like that. Then Sheamus turns around and Apollo Crews does his finisher and pins him 1, 2, 3. It doesn't look Sheamus weak, and it does make Apollo Crews look strong. Money in the Bank match. You know, Sami Zayn, Dean Ambrose, Del Rio, Jericho, Cesaro, and Owens. In my predictions video, I said that Kevin Owens is my prediction, but what I actually wanna to see win the most is probably Dean Ambrose. So to make it a little bit more unpredictable, we're not going to have the last two men standing on the ladder fighting for the briefcase to be I don't know, Dean Ambrose, and who is not going to win, probably, I don't know, Sami or Cesaro, unfortunately. So if it would happen, we would already know who is going to win. Like if you put Jericho and Owens, we all know that Owens is the one who is going to get a briefcase because Jericho is not going to be there for long. So what we are going to do is two most believable guys to be fighting on the ladder for the briefcase, Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. Now Kevin Owens is about to win it, you know, he punches Dean Ambrose and then Dean Ambrose turns into this psycho and beats Kevin Owens with a lot of punches in few seconds. Then he grabs the briefcase and we are all happy. Then you can have a backstage video of Roman Reigns watching and smiling. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin end this match already. We don't wanna see this match. Just don't do it at all. Okay, we have to do it. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Well, rivalry itself sucks, at least it's my opinion. I don't know about you guys. If you like it, I'm okay with it, but I don't like it, so there is a lot of people who don't like it as well. So what you should do is put a great match. It should be a fast-paced, great match between those two. Put everything you got, you know, to make people say, wow, I did not expect this. And at the end of the day, Baron Corbin should be a winner, Dolph Ziggler should disappear for a while, come back as a heel, you know, attack someone, I don't even know, not at that night, you know, but Dolph Ziggler needs to be a heel at some point because he's not doing anything. But at this night, at Money in the Bank, he should lose. Charlotte and Dana versus Natalya and Becky. Now, in the previous video, I thought that this is actually a women's championship between Natalya and Charlotte, but it's not. This is even worse. So what I want to see is Sasha Banks coming out and beating the shit out of all these women, but that's not going to happen. Now, even though I'm not a fan of it, it's pretty clear that Charlotte and Dana are going to have a rivalry at some point. So why not doing it right now just to get rid of it and wait for the next feud? So what I think should happen is Charlotte gets pinned and Charlotte actually gets mad at Donna that she didn't help her or something like that. So she gets tired of her bullshit and attacks Charlotte, holds the championship and says that she's going to win it, you know. So that's that. Just let's hope that Bayley and Sasha are going to get into this women's title division sooner rather than later. United States Championship, Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. Now we see that's a tricky one. I actually want to see Rusev winning, but just as much I want to see Titus O'Neil winning. Now personally, even though I would really like to see Titus O'Neil winning, it would really be a great moment. I think that the winner should actually be Rusev. I just don't want to see United States Championship becoming into the Cruiserweight or Hardcore Championship where everybody holds it. In 3 months or 2 months, everybody's having it, you know. I want to see great run with United States Championship, and Rusev is booked like crazy. He's booked like a dominant guy once again, and I think WWE should continue with it. Just imagine freaking Kurt Angle beating Rusev for the championship. That would be Oh Jesus. Anyway, I think in this match Titus should be booked like crazy. He should beat the shit out of Rusev. Rusev should do the same, but at the end of the night Rusev wins the championship, but barely. Now it depends if they are going to continue with the feud or not. If they don't want to continue with the feud, I think Rusev should, after the match, beat Titus O'Neil and someone else returns, comes out, a big star that would make this rivalry for SummerSlam or Battleground pretty amazing. But that is not needed. The WWE Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match between the champions The New Day, The Club, Enzo and Cass, and Rollins. Now just like in my predictions video, I want to see the same result. New Day should retain this time to make SummerSlam between Enzo and Cass and The New Day. Now in this match, you don't want to make Enzo and Cass look weak. You don't want to make the Club look weak, and you don't want to make Rollins weak. But let's be honest, out of all these 4 tag teams, the tag team that should get pinned is probably Rollins. So it should be a great match. Now even though the New Day are faces, I think they should kinda steal the victory. You know, other tag teams does, like the Club does a finisher to the Rollins, but the New Day pins them. So at Battleground, I would do Rollins, and at SummerSlam, Enzo and Cass. And about the Club, you know, the Club will be busy with John Cena, so their time will come later. The most interesting match of the night, AJ Styles versus John Cena. Now this should be the match of the night. If they are labeling it as a dream match, effing make it a dream match. I think it should have some similar things like John Cena and CM Punk had at Money in the Bank, or Kevin Owens versus John Cena. I think AJ Styles should win fair. Now it would be a long match, it would be a great match, but not only to make AJ Styles look strong, but to even make it one of the most shocking and amazing moments in WWE history. Money in the Bank would be one of the greatest pay-per-views. Make AJ Styles win fair, without interruptions, without any heel bullshit. John Cena is not going to look weak anyway. John Cena could actually win at the next pay-per-view, and AJ Styles could win at pay-per-view after that, or AJ Styles needs more victories than Cena. That's all I have to say. The ending that I would like to see on this match is John Cena doing an attitude adjustment. You know, he throws him, but AJ Styles lands on his feet, kicks him in the gut, and does a Styles Clash. That, in my opinion, would be the best ending of the match. And the last match, WWE Championship, also kinda interesting match. Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins, a man that never lost the WWE Championship. And here's the thing, in my predictions video I said that Roman Reigns is going to win, and I actually believe that Roman Reigns is unfortunately going to win. If he is going to lose a championship, it's probably going to be SummerSlam. In this particular match, I don't give a shit about all of that. I think Seth Rollins should walk out as the WWE champion. And even though I want to see Seth Rollins winning, you know, all that kind of stuff, and Seth Rollins could actually use some heel tactics because it's Roman Reigns, I don't believe anything different happening. If Seth Rollins is actually going to win, some heelish thing will probably happen. So if Seth Rollins wins, that's a great moment. You don't have to do anything more, just do a celebration. Rollins holds the freaking championship, and that's all. Now if Roman Reigns wins, what I want to see is Dean Ambrose cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. He comes out, congratulates Roman Reigns, you know, it's for a pretty long time, you know, the celebration is going, and we don't even think about that he's going to cash in because Dean Ambrose is happy, Roman is happy, they are hugging, you know, nobody gives a shit anymore. And then we see dirty deeds happening to Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose's face changes like that. He's angry, he looks like a real lunatic, cashes in, walks out as the WWE champion. But again, I wouldn't even mind if it happened with Seth Rollins, you know. Seth Rollins wins somehow, but Dean Ambrose comes in, cashes in. So Dean Ambrose would kinda stay face, you know. But I would go for the previous option. Now obviously these are just dream things we wish would happen, but maybe, just maybe, some of them will. So I want to know in the comments below what you guys want to see in Money in the Bank 2016. At least tell me what you want to see in the main event matches. Now make sure to follow me on Twitter for more updates at Money in the Bank. I will tweet a lot of things so you can interact with me, talk with me. I really would like to see to actually do that, you know, because I haven't made a lot of friends in a YouTube community, so that would be good. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.